Sacred geography is a branch of topics. It's not just a single thing. Sacred geography has many, many different aspects to it. Primarily painting. There's not that many examples in sculpture or three-dimensional art for sacred geography. So we're dealing primarily with painting, and we have three general subjects to work with. We have Buddhafields and Purelands, we have sacred sites and pilgrimage, and then we have sacred mountains. And yes, the sacred sites and pilgrimage and the sacred mountains, they do overlap somewhat. Now for the Buddhafields and Purelands, we're really not talking about physical geography. We're not talking about geography on Earth necessarily. But we are talking about locations that are described geographically and with physical dimension and with characteristics. And that's how they appear in painting. And so therefore there's no difference between the imagined sacred geography and the real physical sacred geography. Now for the first, the Buddhafields and Purelands, we have really again three topics. We have the Buddha fields themselves, which are occupied by a Buddha, and they're sometimes called Purelands, sometimes called Buddha fields, sometimes called Bodhi mandala. There's different words that are used. So the second one is the Bodhisattva Purelands. Now the Bodhisattvas don't have Buddha fields because they're not Buddhas yet, so they have Purelands. Hence some of the confusion between the terminology. Now for the third one, we have actually deity Purelands. We don't have a lot of deities that have Purelands. There's very few mentioned in the tantras, but they do appear in the art quite frequently. So for the sacred sites and pilgrimage, we have a number of different things that need to be discussed, such as the 5 major sacred places of Tibet, the 4 major pilgrimage sites of India, the pilgrimage sites of Kathmandu Valley, deity mandalas and sacred sites, and how deity mandalas are superimposed over physical geography to create sacred landscape and pilgrimage paths. We have charnel grounds and cemeteries, pittas and shakta pittas, body mandalas and sacred sites, and how body mandalas are overlaid onto a geographic region. So it can be complicated, these sacred sites and pilgrimage. Now the third one is sacred mountains. Now sacred mountains, we have a number of different sort of categories of cataloging, and then we have a lot of smaller subjects that relate to that, such as the mountain gods themselves and the local deities. But to start with, what we have is we have the 4 sacred mountains of China, we have the 4 sacred mountains of Tibet, and we have the 6 sacred mountains of the Bun religion, which are primarily in Tibet, with a few of them in eastern China. So this is a large subject, and there's lots and lots of art representing this subject of sacred geography. So if you like these videos, if you like the series, then hit the like button. You can share with a friend, you can subscribe to the videos, or if you want to help support Himalayan art resources, then you can join the HAR on Patreon, and on that site we actually have longer videos. We have unpublished essays, unpublished videos, unpublished images, and we have more critique about Himalayan art and the various subjects. Thank you.